Good evening, everybody. It is Wednesday once again. It is time for the throwdown. I'm here tonight with my partner in crime, as always, Chad. Don't call me Chucky Schoettle. And tonight we have two special guests in with us. We have DJ and Rob from Comics Curing Cancer. How we doing, fellas?
Hello. How are you? I'm great. Thanks for asking.
Great. We are doing great.
I too am great. Thank you for asking as well.
That's the difference is that I'm great GREAT and he's great GR8T.
Oh wow.
I was gonna say I'm great GRATE.
See how they are?
I'm painfully great.
Painfully great. Cameron's in the house. Good evening, guys. Hope y'all are doing well. What's up, Chucky?
I am not going to get away from that, am I?
No, I think you're stuck with it. I think you're stuck.
Oh, well.
That's okay. It works. So, guys, we got some folks in the house. Why don't we go ahead and get into who you are and what you're doing, why you are here. Rob, let's start with you.
Sure. Well, I'm Rob Fatstacks of the Rob Fatstacks YouTube channel and Instagram, but more importantly, I collaborate with this great individual here, Mr. DJ Links, to 2/3 of the trident that is Comics Curing Cancer. We've inherited a great project that was started originally by a different YouTuber, Cardboard Crazies, and we've taken over since it became an official campaign of the American Cancer Society. And so we run that throughout the year while we focus primarily at a couple different points where we do the bulk of our fundraising. It is a year-long campaign that we run for the American Cancer Society. The whole premise being is that, you know, cancer has touched every single person, some shape or form. We hear that. That's the one thing that we probably hear more and more doing this is as we talk to people, as we hear all the stories, as people tell you about their brothers, their sisters, their mothers, their fathers, themselves, their wives, you know, having had to deal with this, we refer to as the ultimate supervillain, cancer. So we just try to raise some money, do what we can to help in that cause, and hope to, you know, realistic. Would I love it to be the day that we can say that cancer's gone? Yes. Realistically, I'd like to get to the point where I talk to somebody, I introduce myself with Comics Curing Cancer, and they go, "What's cancer?"
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Great way of putting that.
That would be nice. All right, DJ, introduce yourself. Tell us a little bit and go.
Thank you, sir. Hello, my name is DJ Links. People call me DJ. Along with Rob, like he said, I'm part of the trifecta of Comics Curing Cancer. And we did take it over from Cardboard Crazies, as Rob mentioned. I think my main goal in not only raising funds is just to scale it and to make it as widely seen as possible and recognized. So throughout our entire comic book community. I too am a YouTube content creator. I have a channel. It's just DJ Links, where I do comic book stuff and things like that, live streams and stuff like that. But the main thing is the Comics Curing Cancer stuff that we're working on now, where we'll be at Heroes Con, and then we'll talk later on about the October event and stuff like that.
Okay, cool. So let me ask you guys. You guys been doing this. You took it over. What's been the response to all of this?
It's been incredible. What's been the most awe-inspiring, I think, is how the community has all joined up. Instagram and YouTubers that have stepped into it and made it theirs. That they identify with it as this is a community effort that you know that we're all Comics Curing Cancer. DJ, myself, and Mark. We might be the main people who organize and orchestrate things, but without the community, we're just three YouTubers putting out some logos, you know, or something. But it's the way that because we're communicating through Instagram, we're limited by that algorithm that limits how much reach you get at any given point. Right. And the way that we rely on the community taking it on as their own and echoing and repeating and sharing that out and stuff. So that way we hit more and more through these overlapping spheres of influence that allow us to really maximize our reach. And the amazing, when we reach out and start asking for art, some of the books that people have and art that people have taken out of their personal collections and sent in and donated for the cause. And then the way that have stepped up to donate and make this bigger and bigger. I mean, when Cardboard Crazy started it, he wanted to raise $2,000. And that night he ended up raising $8,000 with just a GoFundMe, no direct connection, anything else. When we took it over, we for that first year where we had that direct connection, we said, "Hey, we want to raise $10,000." That's a 25% increase over what was done the year before. That's by any stretch. That's an incredible ask.
Oh yeah,
we ended up raising over $20,000 that year. That's you know, and then since then it's been the next year. Okay, well, great. We're going to go ask for 25. We're going to try to get 25. We get over 50,000. Yeah. And then last year we did another $56,000. So it's been incredible. The way that the community has stepped up and climbed on this. And now as we continue to do this, some of the bigger and bigger names that are starting to reach out and say, "Hey, I want to be a part of this too. What can I do? Let me do something." That, you know, some of the stuff that's in the long-term pipeline for this are very exciting for us.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and to Rob's point about it being all of our stuff, like we facilitate the stuff, but you guys are involved. A bunch of content creators are involved. So C3, like in my mind, is the comic book community's charity, even though there are a lot of great charities out there. Excuse me. But I'm super proud of the involvement of everyone that's involved, people willing to give art. And these are things that, like Rob said, some of the art pieces, like you guys donated art, your time is a very valuable thing, like spending 10 hours or whatever on a piece of art. And we're just super appreciative of that. And we hope that that's reflected in the way that we carry the charity.
I agree. And speaking of art, I'm going to go ahead and flip my camera around. Chad, you want to jump in and ask a question or make a comment or whatever?
I mean, I know you guys since last year when Rob, you messaged me about this after I've done your commission, and I couldn't help but actually just wanted to jump right on it in because this is something that, like you said, really touched everybody's hearts. And the minute I was in the book with you guys in 2024 and donated a good chunk of my art pieces, that I really am happy that they are found new homes and the money.
I'm sad that Captain America went to somebody other than me.
Oh, you did it. I thought you won it.
No, Hoarder's Hide beat me out on that one too.
Yeah, he sniped you.
Wow. It got, but that was so good. Oh my God. And this year,
that piece was incredible.
This year, Chad, I mean, what you're doing for us this year, you know, not only contributing to the book, but then of course we've got the one of the 2025 limited edition Comics Curing Cancer shirts, sweatshirts, and mug featuring your artwork, the inspiring artwork of that cancer patient imagining himself with the superheroes, Captain America's and stuff is inspirational. It's great and ties right to what we do.
That piece really moved me when Chad shared it. Like I was just like, right in the feels.
There was like when we were talking about about what piece was going to be like was for certain going to be the 2025 piece for our merchandise. It was like zero discussion that piece had to be a piece that was definitely featured because it was so damn good.
Yeah.
And exactly spoke to exactly what it is that we're trying to do, provide that inspiration.
You actually, I'll actually throw in a little Easter egg in this one. So the inspiration for that was because I was trying to come up with ideas for the piece for you guys for the book, and I was having a hard time because my original idea was going to be something else, but because something came up, there's like I am not going to do that. I'm not going to draw this thing for them after.
Oh yeah, I remember.
So it's like, so I just had to come up with something, and my nephew, who's getting into comic books and the nerd stuff, now he was watching Captain America with me, and I started getting like, this is one of those moments. It's like I can't. It's like if this is what it feels like to be a dad. This is moments. So it's like I kind of want to take the inspiration that the little kid that's actually holding the little shield is actually my nephew, because he is a big fan of Spider-Man and Captain America.
Nice.
That's amazing.
You know, the funny thing is Chad sent me the pencils of that one day, and he's like, "What do you think?" And I was like, "Dude, you got it." Yeah, I mean, it can't be more perfect. This is just you really captured the essence of what this is all about. So just go with it.
That's that piece is absolutely perfect. And then we got some of the artists that are also featured in the art book in the chat, like Locke, Austin LeMay is in the chat, Taylor Winder, all contributed fantastic pieces, and can't wait for the public to get their hands on that art book, which Austin LeMay dropped the link. And see it. Like, we're super proud of this book. You guys were able to see the insides, right? Like, what was your reaction without spoiling anything?
For me, it was I hope I measure up, because these guys are bringing their A game. So, and you know, that was my main concern. I'm like, oh, am I going to be able to hang with these fellas? And
it was the same thing for me, because I recognize some of the names. Like, I know that Rodney, myself, and both my buddies, also John and Adam Fields are actually in this. But then I see Todd Beats. I'm like, oh shit.
And the funny thing was with Todd in the private message on Instagram, he was like, I'll get it done. And then, you know, in 2 days he shows a video and it's just like bam, 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 bam. I'm like, oh man, you suck.
His piece was insane.
Just incredible.
Or is it?
There was a few that were always nerve wracking. There's one. There's a good friend of mine that was like last minute stuff, because he's in the middle of putting together his own big book that's dropping at San Diego Comic-Con, and he was like,
I can't wait for
that. We were just going like, oh, come on, you know, we don't forget, we need the piece. He's like, oh, I know, I'm going to get it to you, I swear, I promise.
Yeah, and that piece is fantastic.
Ooh, I like what you did there.
That's a good piece.
Yeah, because he recently dropped what's the character's name from Invincible? It's like the Beast.
Battle Beast.
Battle Beast.
Oh.
Like, he did a limited edition cover for that one. And I'm like, jeez.
Yeah, he's incredible. I mean, everyone is super incredible. His piece, because we saw it early. Like, he was one of the people that contributed his piece early, or we received it early. So it was just like, what? And that's why it's one of the feature pieces, or one of the preview pieces, I should say, not feature pieces, preview pieces on the website where you go to look at the book. So it's his piece, and then Michael Rushbrook's piece, who Michael Rushbrook was in the art book last year as well. He did the Godzilla piece that was in last year's art book.
That's right. I was like, I know that name sounds familiar. I just can't remember what it was, but I remember his Godzilla piece.
Yeah, this book's been fun as we continue to put it together, as we, you know, get different artists, so it's not, some of these are like Chad, and so it's like, it's folks that like okay, I'm collecting sketch cover commissions all year round at cons and everything else, and I find different ones, and I'm talking with DJ and Mark. I'm showing up, check this out. We're like, oh no, this is definitely somebody we want to reach out to and stuff. And we like to try to get a mix of different artists, levels of art, of professional artists to amateur artists, everything else mixed in it, because that is truly the community. The community is a mix of everything, and it's got to represent that if it's going to be a community art book. So, and Chad, again, in not only your piece, but the fact that what you were doing with your contributions with the commission, the pre-convention commissions, dude. Thank you so much for that. That is very generous of you. We really appreciate that, sir.
No problem. Like as soon as I made the post about it, Rob, you were actually my last one to fill in that spot too.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Would you get the 11 by 17?
No, I only do sketch covers.
Oh, sketch covers. Okay.
Because that's all I do.
I want to do sketch covers. My name is Rob Van Sack.
It's what fits in my freaking box.
No, I'm just
you're the only one that actually got my 11 by 17.
Yeah. Oh man. First of all, Chad, you're a madman for those prices. I just want to throw that out there.
What do you expect?
Yeah, no, I had to jump all over that, man. You guys are super talented. No, I was going to say, to Rob's point that Rob just made a little while ago about having professional and amateur artists alike, because that's what makes up the community. Part of the thinking that goes into creating the art book as well is different styles. So we want to make sure a bunch of different styles are represented within the art book. And we also kind of do, just to give people a little peek behind the curtain, we do like a character draft so that characters aren't repeated in the art book, because then, we'll have 24 Batmans.
Yeah, I got in a little late, so I things that I wanted to do. Oh man, I can't do it now. Oh shit, somebody got that one. So
Yeah, and it's obviously the goal is to raise money to fight cancer. That's number one. We also want to give the users, I was going to say give the users an experience, like my job stuff is coming to mind, but give the consumer like a great product to kind of like thumb through and something that they actually want to have, as opposed to like, oh, I got to buy this because, these guys are selling it and stuff. Like we want the customer to have like a great product in their hands as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, let's see. What surprises have you guys encountered doing this?
Ooh.
Is there something just like completely caught you off guard and you were just like, on both ends of the spectrum, like, oh wow, that sucks, or oh wow, this is just over the top amazing?
Well,
I'm go ahead, because I missed the question, the first piece of the question.
yeah, like what surprises, good or bad, have
surprises
we encountered?
Okay. I thought it was what was the price. I was like, what?
I think for me, like one of the biggest surprises is being able to ask somebody like Chad, like you, Rodney, hey, we have this book. Would you like to contribute an original piece? You'll get paid one copy of the book, and people saying yes, absolutely. Like that.
Real quick, not to interrupt you, but he told me about this last year, but it was too late, and I was like, oh man, I missed out. So when he told me this year, I'm like, I want in. What do I got to do? So
yeah. No, and then thank you to Chad or Chucky, I should say. No, for introducing us to your talent, to Adam Fields, his talent, and John Wright. Yeah, John, who did the Spawn piece, which is absolutely fun. Oops, damn. I'm not supposed to say Rob. You're supposed to stop me.
Okay, so you spoiled it that there's a Spawn piece in the book. Congratulations, folks.
Wow, and I said no spoilers.
You don't know what it looks like, but hey, it's in there.
And
It's like pasta sauce. It's in there.
Well, folks, just think of every cool character out there, Marvel, DC, Image, whoever, and they're going to be in this book.
Except Adam Strange. I will spoil there's no Adam Strange in this book.
Okay, well,
There might be one next year.
And there's no Sandman.
Hey, I gave you my.
I appreciate. First of all, everybody's dropping all the various links to not only the merch shop and the Big Cartel shop to be able to pre-order this book, and then of course the Comics Curing Cancer actual main page where we've got, just to be able to make donations to the cause. We appreciate that. Absolutely. Feel free. You make that donation on the Comics Curing Cancer page, that eGivesMart page that you see there, or comicscuringcancer.org. That goes directly to the ACS. You're going to get an email instantly from the ACS thanking you as your valid receipt for tax deductible donation.
And speaking of donations, Chad, you want to drop the surprise we got for him?
Yes. So the pieces that we are currently working on right now, we are actually going to be donating it to you guys.
Oh, nice.
What?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So
We appreciate that.
The least we can do.
No, the least you could have done was nothing, but it's a little bit more than the least you could have done, which we appreciate.
My heart just grew 3 sizes bigger, and it's not just from all the fried food.
That's right. This is all. That's awesome. Thank you. So yeah, we'll make those available during. We're experimenting. We might have some. We're experimenting with the concept of potentially having some stuff available on our
That's awesome.
site leading up to the auctions. But definitely, we do a big Saturday original art auction. Now as part of that was actually the big thing we grew last year. So the main event is in October. It's the third week in October, 17th, 18th, and 19th. Go ahead and mark your calendars. And during that's our big 3-day multi-channel event that culminates with the 2 different auctions. Technically we have 3. We have one auction that goes on Friday night on DJ's channel. Then Saturday night we do our original art auction on my channel. And then we have our final auction on Sunday during the day over on my channel. But the original art auction was something new we added last year, where we spun the art out of the main auction for 2 reasons. One, because, the main auction was getting too long.
Yeah.
And second, we recognize that while there is crossover in audiences, there's also very unique audiences for original art than there is for the others. And they don't want to necessarily sit through a ton of comics to bid on nothing but the original art, and vice versa. So this is awesome.
And guess what piece I'm going after come October, baby. that Hulk is mine. I'm saying it now. Big shout out to Actual Dracula, just joined. He was featured in last year's art book as well. And Nick's Kicks and Comics just joined as well. All great people, great supporters of Comics Curing Cancer.
Yeah, I really appreciate
everybody that's joined. I've usually tried to go through and read some of the comments. We have so many going on right now.
Yeah.
But I wanted to give the guys as much time as possible to talk about it. So yeah, thanks everybody. We see you. You're not being ignored.
Yeah, and we got people. I'm streamed. I threw the stream out over to my channel as well. So if you're,
nice.
So we get some people coming in. If you guys don't see all the comments that are going on in the chat, you'll know why. Because we're going to multiple channels. You see Facebook's on there too. So big shout out.
Yeah, I connected mine to my MySpace.
You're the one.
That's all right. I'm streaming also on See You See Me on White Pines 192.
Just Tom is watching me, and that's it. J-Med is in the building. Shout out to J-Med, a big supporter of Comics Curing Cancer as well.
Over on Prodigy Net.
Yeah. Rob, was there anything surprising, as Rodney asked, more like
the biggest thing to me was just really the numbers that the way the community came together and how much money they were willing, not just the quality of the items that were being donated, but also then people stepping up to make those donations and go there, because we know that there's a lot of stuff going on. The last couple of years haven't always been, the easiest for everybody. There's lots of different challenges economically, but people have always managed to step up for this, and blew away, have raised way more money than we've ever thought that we would raise on these things. And it's really the reason why I keep doing it. I mean, it's like one of those things where it's like you do it once or twice and you go, okay, maybe I could walk away. But the way that everybody's so into it and climbs onto it, it's like you go, well, maybe I'll keep on doing this, because this really is making a difference, and it's making a connection and doing stuff. So
Yeah, and then that Sunday night, Monday morning, I mean, personally, I just feel so good. Like I feel like I did like such a good deed, where I'm just there and then I levitate on the sofa.
I don't feel that way until after I've
Shipping
dropped everything. Until I've dropped everything off at the post office and I've got nothing.
Yeah, I think for me too. Another
all the
thing-
work is done.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, it takes, the majority of the items come to my house,
Mhm.
and my son got roped in last year, but essentially the logistics of
He's like,
people don't, it takes 2 days just to sort out what stuff gets put together with what, because we have these shows that are done on so many different
2
channels.
days. Don't you have a system, sir? Don't you have
And-
spreadsheets?
And the problem is, even when we'll track who wins stuff,
Mhm.
but everybody wins things with YouTube and IG names for the most part, but they make their donations with legal names.
Yes.
And so there's a certain point where, like, yeah, okay, I know certain people, but you don't know everybody. So there's a lot of detective work that goes on in piecing of looking at emails, looking at things. What time of day was this purchased and what amount? To piece things together until you finally figure it all out, and then you actually have to package it all and get it, and of course I have a reputation as far as packaging goes. It's got to be packaged in a way that's going to get there in one piece and solid. And then
Speaking of packaging, Rob, I've gotten this feedback. People are afraid to tell you have to stop using packing peanuts.
that was just you.
He has Comics Curing Cancer branded packing peanuts in every box.
Lies.
I kid.
Everybody's got their thing.
No, I'm just
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that does explain this afternoon.
I intentionally, any packing peanuts I ever get, they always go to either in shipments to CGC or CBCS.
Nice.
Fuck those guys.
Oh!
Or if I send them to somebody, I put them into Ziploc bags, and so that way they don't have a billion of them all in place. They just get little packets of packing peanuts.
There you go.
That is brilliant.
Right?
Dude, I have a whole short box full of packing peanuts. I got a box from Unknown Comics. Big shout out to Unknown
Go to
Comics.
dollar store, get yourself some dollar Ziploc bags, and go knock yourself out, buddy.
Why have I never heard of this?
Because you don't listen to me.
This is the greatest thing ever. This is like
You can get rid of them and not be a jerk.
Yeah. Oh man.
And you probably got them all from Unknown Comics. So
Yeah. A legit. I have a
those
full
bastards.
short box of packing peanuts. Back to again. I just want to touch on the surprising thing. And one of the surprising things, aside from the things people donate, is the unbridled generosity. And I say that in saying, like, during the art auction and during the comic auction as well, right? With Mad Cave Comics, Doc, where he'll bid on something and let's say he's going up against E-Man. E-Man's World of Geek, for example. Big shout out to him. He's a homie. And Doc is just bidding over him. And then Doc wins and is like, send that to E-Man, which is crazy. Last year.
Yeah.
Last year I had a set budget for the auctions, and the cover for the Comics Curing Cancer art book last year came up, and I was outbid, and I was like, damn it. And the person that outbid me said, hey, send that to DJ Links. And I almost cried, like, on the stream, because it's just weird being a recipient of like unbridled generosity where the person doesn't want anything in return. And it's I'm like, I'm gonna cry right now.
That could be the biggest surprise, right? That comes out of this is we're so used to hearing that the internet is filled with nothing but spite and all this other stuff that comes with it. And I've been on message boards, so yeah, it exists and stuff. But then you come to this, and it doesn't. Instead, because it's such a universal concept. Everybody agrees cancer sucks. We don't want it. We can, and because we're directly connected as a official campaign of the ACS, people know there's a certain level of trust that's there and everything else that allows us to be able to really just get everybody just come on board and be generous and kind and the best that we can be.
Yeah. And I think, when the auction starts happening and people are getting into it, you've got the feeding frenzy and stuff, everybody knows it's for a great cause and everybody's excited and you're all kind of, jockeying against each other. So it becomes a game as well. And then the entire atmosphere is just inundated with enthusiasm and love and joy. And so you get what you got, DJ, where, he was like, hey, give it to DJ, it just, goodness and happiness and giving is contagious.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's funny because I was telling that same story to my wife earlier, like today, and I was just like, man, I can't believe the generosity. So she goes, you should do that this year for someone. And I said, shut your mouth. I'm joking. I'm joking. Oh man.
But are you?
We'll see. We'll see. Man, some of these pieces in this book are absolutely amazing. We have some of the original art already. Like people there, we have to get the other original pieces in hand by for the October event. But some of the pieces that I have in hand are just mind blowing. Like,
yeah,
it's
I'll actually be
incredible.
handing mine again in frame to you at Heroes Con when I see you guys that weekend.
Gotcha. Speaking of Heroes Con, Rob, what are we doing?
Booth 1766. Comics Curing Cancer. Basically, if you were there last year, we're almost in the same spot, only like on the other side of the aisle. But we are going to be there. We got the booth, DJ Mark, myself, and we've got the 2025 Comics Curing Cancer community art book. DJ, do you have a copy to show just the cover?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we've revealed the cover already.
But not this one that's in a slab behind me. Not that one.
No, not that one.
Hey,
But
can you put DJ up by himself so get a bigger shot of this cover? Hang on.
yeah, he's not there yet. There he comes.
Here I come.
Here he comes.
Actually, I'm going to take this out of the plastic.
Yeah.
Out of the bag and board just because of the reflection. I got it in that Mylar, baby.
Unprotected, baby. She's figuring it out. Click and drag. There you go. There we go. Yeah, look at that. This beautiful David Sanchez art. Hulk with the purple ribbon representing all cancers on the cover here, and this will be available $25 at the booth. We will have them in hand. There are, for those people not going to Heroes Con, there are a very limited number that were made available for pre-order up on the Big Cartel site that people have been dropping the links for in the chat. But Heroes Con, we will have them. This print run is limited to 300 in total, and they are gorgeous, high quality, beautiful books.
Yeah, so I had these out. So these are two of my copies that I have. I'm actually going on Saturday to a signing where Lou Ferrigno will be attending. So I'm going to have Lou Ferrigno sign this bad boy.
Ooh, very cool.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
You want in?
Talk. Let's talk.
Let's talk, baby.
I think we need to get a copy signed for the auction.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But yeah, so we're gonna be there for that. Of course, we're gonna have some prints from the book. A couple limited, very limited, on a couple pieces that we did some a lot of humming and hawing and debate on which ones we were gonna do. And then who knows what else? Something else may show up. We don't know yet. But we also will have some samples of the new merch. So if you haven't yet ordered merch and you want to you want to check out the quality of the shirts, we'll have an opportunity for you to see some samples. You can order it online, have it shipped directly to your home. Sorry, we're not going to have stacks of shirts and stuff there. It's not fiscally responsible for us to do so. But the shirts, if you're going to Comics,
You're Rob Fat Stacks of Comics, not Rob's Fat Stacks of Shirts.
Exactly. If you don't have if you already have a shirt or you've ordered one, Saturday is the day we'd really especially like to flood the floor with Comics Curing Cancer shirts and have folks wear your merch. Get more shirts to wear Friday, Saturday, Sunday. That's fine. But especially Saturday, we really want to try to flood as many shirts as possible. Right now, the new merch shop that we have, they are getting production done and shipped within a week. So you have time to get your stuff. Even Mad Spidey in Australia has gotten his stuff because they have local printing in different regions, and including Australia. Look at that. So get yourself your Comics Curing Cancer shirt. There's a couple different designs. There's the basic, simple one that this new shop has allowed us to get better quality shirts, printing faster, and they have better profit for the Comics Curing Cancer because 100% of the profit goes to the charity. And then they also allow us to offer it to you for less while still doing that. So we have a basic shirt that's less than $20 that you get for the basic front logo only shirt. Then of course there's the shirt that's got Chad's beautiful artwork on it. There's a shirt now that has the cover on the back of it. And our regular old, you don't have to be a superhero to save lives shirt. So
absolutely. And just a little disclaimer on that print shop in Australia, they do print the t-shirts inside out. So
no, upside down.
E-Man shirt came in and it's awesome. Joe, Anachronic Comics, he had a question. I ordered one online. Will it be sent after Heroes Con? Yes, Joe. So not after Heroes Con. It'll actually be sent the day before I leave to Heroes Con. So all the orders that came in, we're talking about
the community art book.
The community art book. I'm so sorry. Yeah, community art book, not the shirt. So any order that has come in for the community art book is already packaged. I haven't. Everything is packaged and sticky note on it. I just have to print the labels and then it'll get sent out. So I'm looking to ship everything on June 17th. So people will get it in hand at the same time. People are getting it in hand at Heroes Con happening June 20th through the 22nd in North Carolina. So everything will be going out on June 17th.
So it really is a controlled release.
Yeah.
We're trying. We're doing our best.
Yeah, we're we don't want people like the art to, because then you tell people, hey, don't post this. And then, people are posting it anyway, which we're super appreciative of people, posting the art and things like that. But at the same time, I kind of, if Rob purchases the art book and he sees it, he gets it early and he starts posting all the pictures now, what's to say that, you don't like the art or you're getting it for free now because you can go to Rob's Instagram to see all the posts. So that's why we try to control it.
Right.
So that people can see it at the same time.
And you want to be surprised by it, I mean,
it's,
everybody's waiting for it. We're on here talking about it. I'm sure you guys are going to go on several other podcasts. So we're building the hype for it. Mm-hmm. And it's, it's just that anticipation. So yeah, I really dig that you've created that buzz and people are waiting for what's in it this year. And I think that's
teased releases. The DJ loves teasing his releases.
I love the teasing.
Or as DJ says, it's delayed gratification.
There you go.
Shout out to my wife. Yeah, no, I'm it's all in the marketing and things like that. So I take all that stuff to heart, and at the end of the day, I want to put out the best product that we possibly can. I think the people that bought the art book last year, if they purchase this year's art book, they're going to be pleasantly surprised at the leveling up or just the caliber of art. Like last year was amazing. This year is just in a different direction. A lot of professional artists like yourselves involved, and it's just crazy. That's why. And again, peeking behind the curtain, I didn't share the cover with anybody, not even the artists in the book. So nobody saw the cover until they received their copies, their comp copies.
Nice.
And you guys haven't received your comp copies. They're actually packaged up right there that I'm going to hand them to you at HeroesCon.
Yeah, I'll be picking those up. So I can't wait to actually physically have them in my hands.
Yeah, so they're literally right there in Gemini's. Like everything is like neatly packed. I'm not like Rob taking 8 days to pack something up.
I love the product placement. Chad's got the 2024 art book sitting there right there next to him there.
Yep.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I think this is actually my last copy too, because I just handed a bunch of them over to a lot of my friends who didn't even know this kind of thing, and now they're just like, we can't wait for 2025. We really want to start donating to help them out. So
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, if they want in for let's say the next art book in 2026, because I've already gotten requests, so it's just like, hey, why am I not on this list and stuff like that. Like, we're happy to look at people's art. I just don't want people to think that just because they say, hey, I want in, like you're a shoo-in.
It's a panel review at this point because we have more people than where we have spots for, and so it goes to the panel to be reviewed, and we look at the artist's body of work. And
yeah. So we
try it. Like DJ said, it's not just who we perceive, but it's putting different styles and different elements together as well. So
absolutely, I felt so bad because I had to turn down a couple of stick figures.
I took it hard. Because I thought I made one hell of a hand turkey, but I was denied. Yeah, I tried passing a hand turkey off as super chicken and got a big no.
Shout out to the hand turkeys. Rob, should I show the original art, the cover?
Oh, sure. For the cover.
You're not showing any new.
Yeah, you're not showing any new.
I'm kind of curious because seeing the cover, I'm just like, how in the world? Like, I'm as an artist, you tend to, when you're looking at other people's artwork, you tend to actually break it down. It's like, how in the world did this person actually do it this way?
Yeah. So David Sanchez, who's an amazing, amazing artist, and he's just as great as he is an artist, he's also a great human being. So he is just a fantastic dude. He's most known for doing, I think he did a Tupac Department of Truth a couple of years ago. He does a lot of portrait style pieces. He had a Gun Honey cover, 8 Billion Genies cover, Power Rangers cover. He does fantastic work. So you're not going to believe this original art. Like, it's identical to the cover.
Whoa.
Except for the purple.
That's just insane.
And this is all pencil.
That's
yeah, it is.
That is just stunning.
Yeah, I've seen a couple. There's like one other artist I've seen that does stuff like this on IG all the time. It's like just so with all nothing but pencils, so layered and textured and stuff. It's just incredible.
I'm just like imagining like how long this is actually that probably took.
Yeah, this
incel on that.
So when I was getting like in progress pics as it was coming along, and it probably took, I want to say 3 months, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah, it's insane. And I'll tell you a little story about it. So when he started doing it and sending the in progress pics, there was an issue with it that I didn't really like something about it. So he was just like, yeah, I'll fix that. So then in my mind, I'm like, all right, fix it digitally. So, and this whole time I'm thinking like, all right, so the original art is going to be completely different from the cover. I'm thinking he's going to fix it digitally. No, he went in and did it over.
Oh, wow.
I was just like, that is insane. So when I recorded a video like unboxing it, but I haven't released it, not even for my channel members, because there's some other things in there. So I wanted to release it after Heroes Con. Yeah, I almost cried, man. It was like insane.
I mean, I got a video currently right now of the time-lapse video of my piece. I'm currently waiting until we get to go ahead to actually post it, to actually start posting like the entire progress of how the piece done for you guys. Much like how I did last year with the Ant-Man.
That Ant-Man piece was phenomenal.
Yeah, I really dug that piece.
I went all ham on that one. It's like, okay, this is going to be a lot of fun, and it started having me wanting to actually do more intricate prints at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just thought it was just super clever. It's, Hank Pym is a scientist, and it just makes sense that they're shrunk down to the size of ants trying to work on their problem. It kind of reminded me of the Death of Captain Marvel trade paperback. And I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, as soon as you told me that, I'm like, holy crap, that's what it is.
It's like, it's brilliant. So kudos to you for that.
Thank you. I have my smart moments.
All right, folks, we have reached the magic minute there of 45. So I'm going to give you guys a chance real quick to just run over a couple of quick points, and then we'll get out of here and let you guys hop on other shows. So DJ, let's start with you. Go.
No, ladies. Seriously, like this is the official rollout of the Comics Curing Cancer. So we're officially underway with the release of the cover of the art book. We hope everyone digs the cover first and foremost. We want everybody to dig the cover, and most importantly, when they receive it, dig the art inside. A lot of time, a lot of effort went into facilitating that, and a lot of time from the artists, like all fantastic people. I can't thank enough for contributing to that art book. The link is there for the book if you want to pre-order it. If you can't make it to Heroes Con, the way the pre-orders are flying off the site, if you can't make it to Heroes Con and you want one, I would strongly encourage grabbing one from the pre-order site, because I think we're gonna sell out that weekend, like the way things are going. And then I'll pass that off to Rob to talk about the event and stuff and other things.
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for having us on and give us this opportunity to talk to folks about it. Thank you guys both for your participation in the art book. It's absolutely great. And what you're, Chad, for your commissions, giving up part of your commission fee to Comics Curing Cancer for the Heroes Con commissions. We appreciate that very much. Just remind everybody, if you're not following us, check us. We know there's a lot of links. We have a little bit of a weird fragmented system, but a lot of everything kind of links back to everything. By all means, feel free to follow us on Instagram. That's our main portal where we do a lot of communication about various things that are going on at. And it has, of course, a link to our link tree there in the bio, which goes to everything. We're also on Facebook. It has a bunch of links there too. Again, both of those just at Comics Curing Cancer. On the web, comicscuringcancer.org. And then, of course, we're going to be at Heroes Con, baby. Definitely come on out, see us, booth 1766. Come by and say hello, even if it's just that. We do have, I forgot, we're going to have, while supplies last, one per person, we are going to have these beautiful Comics Curing Cancer badge lanyards available in this purple with the logo on it. Yeah, I'll wait for there you go. So get the C3 badge, and they got the nice let's see if I can get the show up there, the alligator clip as opposed to or hook clip rather than some cheapo thing. Anyways, we'll have those. Come by, say hi, pick that up. They're free, although if you'd like to make a $2 donation for it, that's we won't say no.
I'll take 50.
So yeah, I mean, we're looking forward to seeing everybody, meeting everyone out at Heroes Con, and of course, the big thing is once Heroes Con is done, we're going to start talking about the October event. Similar type of format. We don't know what shows, everything else. We haven't talked about that, but we do know we have basically the same thing. We'll be starting to solicit donations for the items for the auctions. So I know some folks that have been already stashing stuff aside to be able to send in for that. And if you haven't, now's a good time to start doing that spring cleaning of your PC and going, I don't want to pay for a storage locker. What books might be good for Comics Curing Cancer? Something that can actually help us get some nice revenue for the cause. So Yeah, that's all coming up. Thank you guys.
Alrighty, sounds good. Everything sounds amazing. I personally want to thank you guys for what you guys are doing. I think it's an amazing cause. I am very honored to be a part of it, and throw my name in the ring for next year as well. But yeah, thanks. It's just amazing. So excited to be a part of it. Honored to be a part of it.
We need to see some samples of your work, sir.
Okay. RodneyFykeArt.com. Rodney Fyke Art on Facebook.
I'm teasing.
Chad,
Though
you
none
get
of the
last word?
official C3 crew will ever ask you for a DNA sample. So if you get that, it's a fake.
I knew that wasn't legit. Oh,
Damn you, Diddy.
what did you say? And everybody, to plug us for a minute, we are here every Wednesday night at 8:00. Myself and Chad. We have a floating third and fourth artist. So if you guys want to come on, any artists interested in coming on, this is what we do. We chat, we shoot the shit, we talk nerdy stuff, and we draw. So if anybody wants to come on, shoot us a message, and we will do it the best that we can to make it happen.
Awesome.
Chad, let's go to you, buddy.
Oh, which one?
You're
Me?
Chad, right?
Chucky.
Chucky. You get the final word.
Well, definitely. Again, I'm very grateful for both of you to actually to contact me again to actually participate in the 2025 one, and definitely allowing me to do the centerfold in this one. It was truly an
Well,
honor.
I guess we just spoiled that, didn't we?
Whoops.
No.
Well, I didn't say what it was.
That's true. I spoiled that now.
But anyways, I'm just it was like it's really an honor that you guys actually brought me in, and I was very happy to hear that a couple of my friends that really loved what they heard about you guys were able to actually contribute themselves into this project as well. We are very grateful for you guys to also come onto the show to talk about this.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, everybody. That'll be our show for tonight. For Rob and DJ and Ted Schoettle, this is the Ficus, Rodney Fyke saying so long, everybody. Take care of yourselves and each other.